Sai Ram. We just noticed between the two ohms, the interval of time is peace and silence. And that is our true nature. If that is our true nature, peace, tranquility, silence, and there is an inherent joy in it, then why do we lose our peace of mind? Many factors we all know. One could be an external factor. We desired something and the desire didn't get fulfilled because an obstruction that obstructed our attainment of desire came in between. ऐसे पर्दा आता है ना सामने, उसके ऊपर गुस्सा आ जाता है. Then we become angry. Then we become angry and we lose our peace of mind. Mind becomes agitated. Sometimes it gets out of control. So this situation creates an anger because of the desire that we have expressed. Other times we seem to have lost a peace because somebody said something very piercing. The words that he uttered, the other person uttered, said something that hurt you like sharp arrows. And then that impinges upon you, and then you start lose your peace of mind. You get hurt. And then you also lost your peace of mind. You become agitated. Other times can be that your own self is not under your own control. Slightest of things said, done, or anything, you get upset. You may be having everything, but still you get upset. Why? Because you lost your peace of mind. Then what do? We apportion the blame on somebody else. Because of you, I've lost my peace. Because you want to save yourself. मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. उसकी वजह से मेरे में अशांति है. What he said, what he did, that is upset me. Because I have certain mindset, which the things didn't work out the way I want. I'm a slave of my own logic and mind thinking, which I didn't find it in the other people in the world. And then we apportion the blame on somebody else. We are looking for ourselves in the other person. Not truly what God is in all of us, उसको हम नहीं देखते हैं, अब अपनी ही छवि को. We want to have something which looks like us, behaves like us, talks like us, has a habit like us, है ना? Has a same interest like us. हम अपने आप को दूसरों में झांकते हैं, देखते हैं. जहाँ मिलता है वहाँ पर्सन खुश हो जाते हैं, जहाँ नहीं मिलता है वहाँ पर हम डिसलाइक हो जाते हैं. So coming back to the our main point of peace, tranquility, and the anger, it could be self-oriented, ego-oriented, desire-prompted, or it could be your desire not being fulfilled. It could be what somebody said or done which hurt you, or it could be the elements also, which are not आपके अनुकूल नहीं है, not to your liking, not the way you want. You get upset and you lose your peace of mind. तो इन छोटी छोटी चीज़ों से जो एंगर आ जाता है हमारे अंदर, let us understand what is this anger and what do we do to not get angry. We learned it from Swami. Swami gave a very fine example, and he says he gave an example of Lord Dakshinamurti. He was walking along the beach and he observed a tiny twig riding the waves in the ocean, and the wave he observed was rising from the crest to the crest to the trough, and finally it went and it was thrown over the beach. Now when the wave happens, why does it happen? Let's understand simply. A disturbance in the ocean because of whatever factors, wind, air, moon, whatever whatever could be the reason, creates a disturbance which forms in the form of energy. And the energy is in the form of a wave, light energy, electrical energy, is in the sound energy. It travels in the form of waves. And what the waves are, the samudra, the sea, the ocean lets pass the wave, and the particles are displaced up and down, up and down. They don't move. Only the wave moves. The particles of the ocean, the water, it does not move. It just goes up and down, up and down, up and down. And such the energy, it dispenses, it travels along the wave, and finally it goes back into the ocean, the shore, and there it gets dissipated. When he observed that, Dakshinamurti thought, oh my God, what a phenomenon. And then you see, the question came, and the answer that came is very illuminating. He made an observation. Even the ocean wants to maintain its dignity, its splendor, and anything that comes to disturb its splendor, it throws him off. Even the nature wants to maintain its stability, its splendor and glory. When he made this observation, then let us apply this observation in our daily life as well. In our daily life, what happens? Even small things makes us upset and makes us angry. And when we're angry, we lose our stability. And then suppose we're angry on somebody else who's standing in front of you. Then the other person, if he's stable, if you have a stable mind, discriminating mind, understanding, then he realizes, this person has lost his stability, and he is telling me through anger that I am not stable. But you have the capacity to be stable. So you handle it. So the other person being stable, the mind, stable mind, and he realizes, look, poor chap. He got angry. As a result of anger, a certain karma is created. And the karma, the fruit of the karma doesn't take time, tomorrow, day after, or whatever. Instantly the fruit, consequence of the karma is visible. How? The person who's getting angry, look at his eyes, becomes red, and the wrinkles on his forehead, and look at his the expression of his hands, and whatever his face, it depicts anger. And then look at his mouth. Your words are running faster than the mind. And the person who's angry doesn't care whether he is hurting someone or whatever. You see, he doesn't. He's got no control because his buddhi, his intellect is subdued, controlled, overshadows by the anger. Not good. How do we do? How do we recognize the onset of anger in us? Anger starts with a minor irritation. Small things we say, isko yahan kyun rakha hai? This will fall. The bedspread is not correctly spread. Little things that irk you, little things that upset you, irritate you, is the beginning of your anger. If your other person may notice it, but you may not. So if we become wise, we can notice the onset, the beginning of the anger in me, that it is rising, and this is the first indication of this irritation. So minor indication, we take care of it, and then we start remaining cool from then on. The moment you become aware of your anger rising, nip in the bud, we can do it. So this is the beginning. But when it goes out of control, ekdam outburst hota hai, and then suddenly it happens, whatever reason, and then you become angry, and then you lose your peace of mind, and you can say something, hurt somebody. when even it becomes even more wild, it becomes the shot of danger, and that anger turns into rage. Like we see on the road also, road rage. And what it does, उसका क्या होता है, कैसे होता है, we all know the result of a rage. A man goes out, berserk, out of control. How to control this anger? And if you are wise, if you become wise, we have 3 options, basic options. Number 1, if you find anger arising in us, we either express it to cool off, because we don't want it, then you're passing on to the other person. You're giving the infection to the other person. He gets angry. He can't handle it. He passes it on to somebody else. Poor chap. Where does it end up to? You know, where does it end up in? So, expression is not good. Suppression, supposing you say, okay, I will not get angry, I'll suppress it. You suppress it, you're hurting your own self. The poison or chemicals created within the body as a result of the anger is only hurting your own self. Your whole psyche is upset, your whole physical system is upset, the chemicals generated here is upset, your mind, of course, and your stomach and everything, and the blood pressure goes up and everything. The suppressing is also not the answer. What is the third option? Calming the mind. How do we calm the mind? You know, various ways were prescribed, like count from 1 to 10 and 10 to 1, you know. Sometimes I say, take a glass of cool water, but it doesn't seem to work all the time. Sometimes, you know, you are in a fit of anger, you throw the glass, and the glass is broken into many pieces, like your piece of mind is into many pieces. So what is the another option? Another option is calming the mind, silence the mind, and it's a habit that we can cultivate slowly and slowly over a period of time. Sometimes a question arises in the mind: why did God create anger in the first place? Not only human beings, in all living beings, animals also. If the snake is passing by, he won't do anything to you unless you disturb him, agitate him. Newton discovered this. Every particle in nature continues in a state of, any object in nature continues in a state of uniform motion or rest unless disturbed by an external force. He discovered it in the science. So also is our nature. See, I want to be peaceful. Everybody wants to be peaceful. Then why has God created the anger? Anger, my dear, is the power in us which God has given us to protect ourselves from outside harm. तो अपने आप को safeguard करने के लिए, how? Like the eyelids. They protect our eyes from the outside harm. कैसे? Like if the wind is blowing, immediately the eyelashes close and protect our eyes. If there are the rain or droplets or something, and it protects our eyes. Too much of the sun or looking at the sun and the sunlight, and then it protects the eye from damage and harm. So this is the purpose of God creating this force, this Shakti जो है ये इसको हमने, sometimes if we misuse it for our own gains, then we term it as an anger. But when we control it by a steady practice, renunciation and practice, and then we master over this force and this Shakti, then where does this Shakti go? It goes to silence our mind. हमारे मन को शांत करने में यही शक्ति काम आती है. And when we gain control of the mind by the Shakti, the will is a Shakti. Willpower is a Shakti. And this Shakti, when we apply in our work, and with enthusiasm, and then guts and the willingness to do, तब ये शक्ति हमारे को हमसे अच्छा कर्म कराती है with determination and dedication. Various uses of this शक्ति given to us by the Lord. तो ये शक्ति जब हमारे मन के अंदर ऊपर आती है, हमको जीवा, the I in me, that of course जीवात्मा बोल दो, self बोल दो, I बोल दो, everybody says I. So when that I in you is able to control its mind, then the Shakti is well utilized, and the effect is upon having a silent, peaceful mind. And then this silent mind, how to attain it, what other people have thought about it is given in this book, my Sai Baba, my pilot, and various people have expressed it. Like Sri Ram, he went to his guru, he was Purushottam Ram, the Lord himself, and doing a Leela as a human being, as a superior human being, supreme human being, Purush Uttam. He went to his guru, Vashishta, and said, hey, Gurudev, please tell me what Brahma is. Brahman is what? Peacefulness, existence, peace and bliss and joy. Nothing disturbing, because the world does not exist in Brahman. The truth, its nature is like that. उनका स्वरूप ही ये peace है. Listening to this question for our benefit. All this is happening to teach us, not that Ram didn't want it to know. He wanted us to know down the line, the entire humanity. Hearing this word, Vasishtha became silent. Shri Ram said, "Oh Lord, Bhagwan, did I say something wrong? Did I ask a wrong question?" He said, "No, Ram, you asked the right question. Then why didn't you answer?" He said, "I have already answered. Did you notice?" And then he went on to explain, Brahman is the state of being which is very peaceful and blissful. So this is the state of being that we all are desirous to obtain and stay in it. Various people have expressed it. Mother Teresa says, the grass grows in silence. The flowers blooms in silence. The nature lives in silence, lives continuously. हमारे लिए काम करती है. For us, he gives, nature gives, is there for us to sustain us, to please us. Everything is happening in silence. Chinmayaji said, silence is roaring in the mind. कैसे? Roaring means what? If we become silent, we cannot ignore it because it is there. Silence make itself known that it is. It's a feeling, it's a state of the mind, it's a realization. Maharishi Ramana talked about silence as the highest form of worship or prayer is silence. If the mind is silence, we are connected with the divinity. प्रेयर होगी कि नहीं होगी? A direct connection. कोई मेहनत नहीं, जब तब ध्यान, कुछ नहीं करने की आवश्यकता नहीं है. Just maintain the way you are, just be silence. And then you see many other like Shakespeare very nicely said, it is better to be silent and be considered as a fool rather than speak up and remove our doubts. Khalil Gibran also, he also, they are all poetic and well-meaning, conveying the same message. He says, we learned silence from the talkative, yet we are ungrateful to them. तो अलग अलग लोगों ने इस साइलेंस के महत्व को बताया है कि that is to create an impact in us. किसी तरह से किसी बात को समझ के हम मन के अंदर अपने साइलेंस तो लाएं, कोशिश तो करें, which is our natural state of being. हम लोग क्या करते हैं? हम लोग क्या, ये साइलेंस हमने तो सीखी है इन बच्चों से. We learned it from the people, from the boys, young kids in the West. Anytime his friend gets worked up, he says, cool it man, take it easy, take a chill pill, forget it, let go. कितनी ज़बरदस्त वेदांतिक सेंटेंसेस हैं ये. कर्मणैवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन, काम करो भूल जाओ. वही बच्चा कह रहा. The same kid is saying, forget it, take it cool, forget it, dump it. कितनी तरह से कह रहा वो. Same thing is expressing what is given in the Vedas. Very effective also. So if we learn these things from the nature, from young children, and from our scriptures, from our Mahatmas, and it all ends up into creating ourselves a great personality, a character which depicts divinity within us. The divinity which is nothing but peace, anandam, joy, not within ourselves, but has the capacity of the aura around you that emanates the peace in the others who are in your presence. आपकी ऑरा के अंदर दूसरा आता हुआ भी ही उसके अंदर से भी पीस एंड लव एमिनेट हो जाते हैं. That shows it is the nature of all human beings, not only peaceful and anandam and joy and happiness, love as well. अगर हमारे अंदर लव है, we generate the love by being in contact with the divinity. Our love is boundless, like the ocean, not for any individual, universal. No reason to love, no season to love, unconditional love, because we are not expecting anything from anyone. Love. And then we love में जिंदगी ही बदल जाती है. घर के अंदर भी, in your environment changes, society, the environment changes. Wherever you go, at workplace or anywhere you go, if you are at peace and you have the capacity to love, you are expressing love, you are the love yourself. You bring out the love in the other person. When you see good in the others, you bring out the best in you. जैसा सोचते हम हैं, वैसे ही हमारा दूसरा आदमी दिखता है. If we think ourselves as angry, envy, jealousy, we find the same thing in the other person, but why can't we find it in us? Isn't it? So these are the things that we learn from nature, people, Mahatmas and all. Then first we discover peace, love, stability, and Gita also says so. In the chapter 12 it says, a man who is a man of steady wisdom is one who never gets agitated himself, nor gets create agitation in the other person as well. उसको कहते हैं स्थिर मति वाला पुरुष. कृष्ण कहते हैं मुझे प्रिय है. I like such a person who ever maintains stability, a peace of mind. He's a man of steady wisdom. Could be anyone. Krishna likes him because he has got your qualities which the Lord has. And still better is another man who is supposing is not in the capacity to attain this wisdom yet. What he does is submits himself wholeheartedly. Body, mind, intellect, thinking, everything at the feet of the Lord. भगवान के चरणों में पूर्ण तरह से समर्पण करने से शांति प्रदान करते हैं. And this is the kind of peace that is lasting, that is continuous, that is lasting, because God is unborn, eternal, always everywhere in your heart as well. You get connected with the Lord within. That is truly happiness and that is truly peace. So we should, आज को यहीं रोकते हैं by saying depending on your state of the mind, on your thinking and habits, attitudes, understanding, you think the way you want to bring peace by working, by doing action, selfless action, or by attaining by the yoga or meditation, peace, or by bhakti, peace, by anything. You see, haven't we found peace in the Ravi Shankar ji playing guitar and sitar and finding peace? Chaurasiya ji flute, and he loses his own self. बॉडी का ध्यान ही नहीं रहता, उसके आनंद में ही रहते हैं. तो various ways of attaining peace in meditation is depending upon you, how you discover your own peace of mind, stability of the mind. As long as the the message goes to each one of us that we alone are responsible for our maintaining our peace and tranquility, and we can't apportion blame on somebody else and get away with it. तो अपने आप को ही सुधारने का जो तरीका है, and that is by satsang, being in the company of good people, जो जिनको देख करके उनमें भक्ति भाव देख करके पीस आनंदम उनकी स्टेबिलिटी देख करके हमारे पे असर होता है. And then our life starts transforming from a human being to a divine being. इसलिए अच्छे लोगों का साथ करना चाहिए, सत्संग करना चाहिए, और वो भगवान की कृपा से ही मिलता है. और ऐसे करने से हमको अपना नेचर, हर एक कोई अपना नेचर नहीं बदल सकता, भगवान ही सत्संग के माध्यम से बीइंग इन द कॉन्टैक्ट ऑफ डिवाइन पीपल, जिनके अंदर परमात्मा बसे हैं, उनके साथ में कॉन्टैक्ट करने से हमारा नेचर, स्वभाव भी परमात्मा बदल देते हैं. यही रामायण में मैं पढ़ रहा था, यही उसके अंदर लिखा हुआ है. श्री कृष्ण यही सबको कह रहे हैं, अच्छा सत्संग करो, अच्छे लोगों के साथ में बोलो. सत्संग इज नॉट ओनली ऑफ द पीपल, सत्संग इज अ गुड थॉट ऑल्सो. सत्संग इज स्टेबिलिटी, द यूनिटी बिटवीन व्हाट यू थिंक, व्हाट यू स्पीक and what you do. The unity between the three, it brings peace. And abandoning the fruit of the action, उसमें कृष्ण कहते हैं इस तत्काल पीस मिलती है, इंस्टेंट पीस. काम करा, forget about it and you get peace. तो भगवान से हम यही प्रार्थना करते हैं, हे प्रभु, हे परमात्मा, आप आपके चरणों की भक्ति दीजिए और परम शांति, पीस और आनंद दीजिए. ऐसा हमको दान दीजिए, कृपा कीजिए. साईं राम, साईं राम, साईं राम.